I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down.
We are in Evanston, Illinois for a Big Ten clash between number 17 Wisconsin and Northwestern. The Wildcats looking to improve to 2-0 in Big Ten play. It's the conference opener for the Badgers. And football weather has arrived in the Midwest. It is cold, it is rainy, and we are expecting the wind to be a factor. Around these parts, they call this bear weather. We'll find out if it's Wildcat weather as well. Hello and welcome to Northwestern. I'm Eamon McEnany. Happy to be joined by the former two-time Super Bowl champion with the Broncos, David Diaz-Infante. We will check in down on the field with Dawn Davenport momentarily. But David, both coaches told us this week that after only 4 games, we're still a work in progress. The identities of these two teams are going to become a lot clearer after this one.
And that's what conference play is really all about. Look, number 2 Oregon already loses at home to University of Arizona. And so we're going to find out about a lot of teams after this weekend. If you're Wisconsin, people around the country want to know whether you're a lead or not. Are you a complete football team? If you're a Northwestern, are you legit? Can you back up a big road win against Penn State this weekend with the win at home?
Talking to head coach Pat Fitzgerald yesterday, you got the feeling he wanted to put on the pads and go after it because you know Wisconsin's going to try to run it, and run it some more.
Yeah, and that's Melvin Gordon. He's the guy that makes things happen for them offensively. That's their identity. They're going to run the football. He's an explosive play waiting to happen. And the thing I love about him is you talk to Coach Fitz from Northwestern, and he mentions in the same breath Walter Payton and Melvin Gordon. That's as high as a compliment you could give an opposing player and a running back. But his work ethic and leadership what stands out the most, and he runs behind a dominant, huge offensive line.
Now, the buzzword around this Northwestern program has been, let's be more physical for the last 3 weeks. They certainly were physical last week against Penn State.
Yeah, they absolutely dominated the game at Penn State. And, you know, that defense played in the backfield. They attacked, and they did exactly what they wanted to do. They made a one-dimensional team pay for what they were. Can they do the same thing against Wisconsin? If you're a defensive player in the front 7 for Northwestern today, you woke up with a smile on your face. So you're going to buckle your chin strap and get ready to play some ball.
Wisconsin won the toss. The Badgers elected to defer, so Northwestern will receive the opening kickoff. There's a look at Miles Schuler and Rafael Gaglianone to kick off for Wisconsin. It's actually Andrew Endicott to kick it off for the Badgers, and we are underway at Ryan Field. This is Schuler from the 1. Gets across the 20, slips down at the 22. The weather will be a factor. For more on that, let's send it down to Dawn Davenport on the field.
Yeah, hey, Coach Gary Anderson pointed out that momentum can change quickly because of weather. Both coaches admitting wind's going to be a factor, particularly later in this game. But for Northwestern, head coach Pat Fitzgerald told us he's not too worried because he has a senior quarterback here, a 5th-year guy who's been here. He's used to these conditions, so he's not worried with that. Wisconsin worried about the rain. I heard the coaches preaching ball security in pregame warm-ups, guys.
All right, Northwestern starts on the ground. This is Trayvon Green across the 30. Out to the 35, a first down for Northwestern on the opening play. 13-yard pickup.
If Northwestern can run the football, that will be a huge plus here this afternoon against the top defense in the Big Ten.
Dawn mentioned Wisconsin afraid of the wet ball. How about grass? Their first time on grass since last September. They had to find out what cleats were about.
Yeah, the surface will be slippery, and the ball will also.
Siemian looking to throw. The slant across the middle, tipped and almost intercepted. Devin Golden had his hands on it but couldn't bring it in. Trevor Siemian coming off an impressive outing against Penn State on the road.
Yeah, they're starting to put things together offensively in a sense of rhythm and timing in their passing game.
So now 2nd and 10. They stack the receivers to both sides. Play fake. They swing it out to Schuler. He gets met at the 40 and dropped there. A 4-yard gain. Devin Golden makes the tackle for Wisconsin. Coach Fitzgerald told us we have to be awesome on 3rd downs, and it appears Golden is hurt on the tackle, but Northwestern going quickly. And again, another critical 3rd down here for the Wildcats on the game's opening drive. Bunch set to the right. Siemian looking for Prater. Prater falls down, no flag, incomplete. Sojourn Shelton with the coverage.
And that's a matchup they like. Kyle Prater, 6'5", and that's where the wet field comes into play early. He slipped down on the route.
So Chris Gradone on to punt. Kenzel Doe back to receive for Wisconsin. He is dangerous in the return game. Doe waves it off. Takes a Northwestern bounce. And the Wildcats will down it at the 6, which is where Wisconsin will take over. And it certainly has been a tradition for the Badgers to want to run the ball and have effective offensive linemen up front.
Yeah, these 5 guys make it happen, led by Rob Havenstein. And he's a guy that they control the line of scrimmage and they wear you down through the course of 4 quarters. Some teams have slowed them down for a quarter, a half, but no one's been able to do it for 4 quarters. It's because these big guys know how to lean on you. And the way they run the football, boy, there's no mystery what they're going to do. They're going to run outside zone and they're going to run power.
Gordon in the backfield. McAvoy swings it out. Doe makes the grab, but will lose yards. Dean Lowry leading the way.
And talking to offensive coordinator Andy Ludwig yesterday, they talked about how do we get McAvoy into a rhythm early. And that's one of the ways you do it. Easy, clear throws, get him in a rhythm, get some timing going with your wide receivers. And you see that's one of the things they wanted to establish early in this football game, because they've got to become multidimensional. If people know you're going to run the ball, they've got a way to stack the box.
So now out of the gun on 2nd and 10. Here's Gordon to the left. Gets a block. He could go at the 20. Another 50-plus yard play for Melvin Gordon. Godwin Igwebuike forces him out of bounds. Did we say something about a slow starting offense?
Yeah, and we talk about explosive plays. And when you look at Wisconsin, you know what they're going to do, but it's another thing to stop it.
58 yards. He picked up a key block on the perimeter. And now the Badgers are in business. That's why you have an average of over 8 yards a carry for your career.
That helps. Working to the 2nd level.
1st and 10 from the 19. Badgers in the red zone. They stay with the eye. McAvoy looking to throw. Over the middle. Incomplete. No.
You'll see Alex Erickson again. One-on-one. He's going to break towards the middle. The ball is there. Good defense. The ball a little bit out in front of him. Good defense by Northwestern.
Nick Van Hoos with the coverage, coming off what Pat Fitzgerald said maybe the best game of his career against Penn State. Here's Gordon. Good tackle by Jimmy Hall in the open field. Loss of 2.
Defensive coordinator Mike Hankiewicz talked about when they have the chance to make a tackle in the open field, boy, they've got to find a way to stop Melvin Gordon. A great job by Jimmy Hall of making that tackle.
Colin Ellis, the captain, back on the field, broke through first to slow up Gordon. Hall finished him off, so now 3rd and long as we take a look at Mike Hankiewicz to see what he dials up here in a passing situation for Tanner McAvoy. Pressure up the middle. McAvoy throws it up. Intercepted. Godwin Igwebuike comes up with the pick. So McAvoy and the Badgers were threatening. The pressure forced a duck, and Igwebuike ripped it away for the turnover. Northwestern ball when we return. Welcome back to Evanston. Good contingent of the student body on hand for this one. And David, the defense forcing some pressure up the middle to force that pick.
Yeah, they talked about getting pressure on 3rd down. There's Max Chapman, makes a hit on the quarterback, and that gives Igwebuike the chance to make the INT in the end zone. First turnover of the game.
Sophomore Igwebuike taking over for Ibrahim Campbell, the captain, out with a lower leg injury. So now 2nd drive for Siemian in the Northwestern offense. Pressure coming up the gut. Siemian. Tough coverage, incomplete. Looking for Vitale. So that'll set up 2nd and 10. On the slant, complete. First down, Northwestern. Austin Carr with the catch for 18 yards.
One of the things that they talked about, Mick McCall, is you got to win your one-on-one matchups. A lot of man coverage for Wisconsin on defense. And that time, Austin Carr wins the one-on matchup. An accurate throw by his quarterback, Siemian.
Bunch set to the left. Empty backfield for Siemian. With time, open over the middle. They slide to make the grab. That's Warren Long. 7-yard pickup. They go back to Jackson. Running hard, hit hard, still on his feet. It's another Northwestern first down. Joe Schobert with the tackle.
You're going to see Jackson take this, just kind of a speed sweep outside. Look at the hit by number 31, Figaro. And Jackson just runs through that tackle.
Siemian keeps it himself, has an alley and dives forward. This is what the Wildcats were looking for, up-tempo.
Yeah, it's difficult to practice against or simulate during the week. They felt like it was an advantage coming into this football game.
7 yards on the QB keeper. Now in the red zone at the 17. Back to Jackson. Jumps over a tackler, gets inside the 10. 1st and goal for the Wildcats.
See how Northwestern's been in the red zone, 11-14, very efficient. I tell you what, though, this young running back has come along improving week to week for him.
They stick with him up the middle. Offense coordinator Mick McCall telling us that's a credit to the upperclassmen. As soon as the freshmen arrived on campus and they knew they were going to need them early, the upperclassmen took them under the wing so they'd be ready.
Senior veteran guys taking young guys under their wing and showing them how to work, how to prepare. That's how you get production out of young guys in your program.
Now another freshman out there at the superback position, Garrett Dickerson at the tight end, Vitale at the superback. He's in motion. Green in the backfield. They give it to Green. Not much doing there. Darius Hillary along with Vince Beagle on the hit. A loss of 1. So now 3rd and goal. What do you like here, David?
I like going to your money man, Dan Vitale. He's a guy that makes things happen. He blocks at the line of scrimmage, in motion. And he's really been their answer on 3rd down.
You don't like that jump ball, the 6'5" Prater in the corner? Let's see, 3rd and goal for the Wildcats. Empty backfield, now Green in motion. Siemian almost intercepted. Sojourn Shelton had a chance. Not sure where Siemian was looking to throw that one.
They were going to Prater, all right. Looks like they were trying to run some kind of rub or pick outside. Wisconsin defended it well.
So now Jack Mitchell on. He had a shaky day last week in Happy Valley. This will be about a 22-yarder. And the Wildcats are on the board. Mitchell with the field goal. Northwestern leads by 3. There was a look inside the Northwestern football facility, and Pat Fitzgerald, of course, helped establish this program with that Big Ten championship team back in 1995 with Gary Barnett as the coach. And of Of course, go on to the Rose Bowl, and as we said already, this was a game he was fired up. He wish he could play, because what a great player he was here for the Wildcats.
Well, he is a linebacker. That's how he coaches. He's an excitable guy, and he wants his team to play with that same kind of passion and fire. And in fact, they went back to fundamentals. He said, hey, we were showing some immaturity. We weren't paying attention to details. We went back in camp mode. And I think it's really paid dividends. That's how they played last week against Penn State. And I think they're off to that kind of start here.
Doe decides to bring it out. Gets across the 10. Flag on the play. Gets across the 20. Here comes the second flag. Joseph Jones with the tackle for Northwestern, but now here's Gordon. Brought down by Matthew Harris after he picks up 4. So that'll make it 2nd and 1. The Badgers will let the first quarter run out. Tanner McAvoy knows his numbers. He's more than happy to run that clock out and say, let's go get the second quarter. But the Wildcats, looking to improve to 2-0 in Big Ten play, came up with the turnover in the red zone and then cashed in with a field goal. The Wildcats up 3 after 1 quarter of play. Welcome back to ESPN College Football, presented by 5 Hour Energy. We are set for the start of the second quarter. Northwestern with a 3-point lead on Tanner McAvoy and the Badgers. Certainly football weather here in the Midwest, and another slow start for Tanner McAvoy and the Badger offense, and field position not working to their advantage at all in that first quarter.
Yeah, give credit to Northwestern's defense, but they were down the red zone. The turnover cost them.
2nd and 1 out of the eye. Back to Gordon. Gets the first down. Bounces out and fights his way close to the 20. Let's check in down on the field with Dawn Davenport.
Hey guys, you know, David mentioned earlier that Wisconsin changed their practice a little bit on Wednesday to try and fix this slow start that they've had. Coach Anderson, though, didn't want to focus on it because he doesn't want his guys to press. His advice to his guys, he told them, roll with it, have fun right off the bat, stay loosey-goosey. He said that's some advice that his son received when he was learning how to hit a curveball in baseball. Not too loosey-goosey that first quarter, though.
All right, Dawn, thanks a lot. You said they had to remind him it's have fun. Now McAvoy gets rid of it before he gets drilled by Chichi Araguzzo.
You'll see pressure coming from Northwestern defensively. Again, Araguzzo coming right up the middle, breaks free on the pressure and delivers a hit and forces an errant throw on McAvoy. That one looked like it hurt him. You could see him kind of wince when he was going down.
Guy's 6'3", 230, coming with a full head of steam. Normally leaves a mark.
That will. That's what he's supposed to do. That makes Coach Fitz smile.
Hall comes up. Here's Gordon. Change of direction, finds an alley. Spins close to the first down.
Those safeties for Northwestern are going to have to make tackles in space. They're the last line of defense. And Henry's one of those guys that'll come up and lay a lick on you.
And here we see the difference. Northwestern going quickly. Wisconsin staying in that huddle for as long as they want. 8 on the play clock now as McAvoy gets to the line. Now Clement up the middle. They fake it to Gordon on the fly sweep, but Northwestern ready for it. They weren't paying attention to the clowns. They were ready for the elephant. Henry with another tackle.
And this is what people have done to Wisconsin throughout the season, is look at all the bodies up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Number 9 coming in. And that's what they're going to do. If you can't threaten the defense by taking the top off of it, they're going to stack the box to stop your running game.
That's what Western Illinois did, and McAvoy got hot and foiled that plan. But Nick Hankwitz sticking with it there. Now 2nd and 11. There's Clement to the left. Bottled up and hit hard. Dean Lowry with the tackle.
One of the things you got to do on defense, pursuit to the football. You need 11 hats swarming, and you're going to see Dean Lowry scraping down the line of scrimmage and make that hit right there. That's hustle, that's determination, that's a D lineman getting gritty and dirty in there.
So now 3rd and 9.
And this is where Northwestern wanted to get them. Hey, if we can win 1st and 2nd down and get them out of their comfort zone where they're forced to throw the football, we think we can force a turnover, we can pressure the quarterback.
Time for now. Now McAvoy pumps. Catch made short of the 1st down. Doe with the grab, forced out of bounds by Matthew Harris. And how happy are Wildcat fans to see Matthew Harris back on the field. But now a decision for Coach Anderson.
Chiche Araguzzo fell down right before the ball got to the receiver.
So they're going to punt.
And the defense holds.
Matthew Harris last week had to leave the game. Carried off on a stretcher after a big hit with Christian Hackenberg, but was able to return to practice. Was pretty much in great spirits when he met the team at the airport. He helps force the punt. Now Schuler has to retreat. He lets it go, and it goes into the end zone. So the Wildcat defense with another stop, and the offense takes over on the 20 when we return to Evanston. So now Siemian and the Wildcats take over at the 20. This is Jackson across the 25. 6-yard pickup for the freshman who played his high school ball at nearby Glenbard North.
And Northwestern wanted to incorporate a little more outside zone today, and it's been effective so far.
Bunch set to the right, top of your screen. They go back to the freshman. Bottled up right away, gain of 2, so it'll be 3rd and short. What do you look for here, David, on 3rd and short in Northwestern's own territory?
I think another thing you look for is Vitale. This is an area where he excels. 3rd and 3 to 5. He's a money down player for him.
Northwestern 2 of 5 on 3rd down so far here in the 1st half.
Here's Vitale on the inside part of that bunch.
Now in motion. He's looking that way. Here comes pressure. Checks off. Drills it to Prater. 1st down, Wildcats. 10-yard pickup.
Watch Trevor Siemian. He wants Vitale in the flat, but they're playing man-to-man coverage. The safety is there. And he goes from one side of the field all the way back to the other side to make that throw on the numbers, on the break to Kyle Prater.
I'm telling you, don't go beyond that.
Ball placement was so big this week because of the man-to-man coverage that Wisconsin plays.
Here comes pressure. Siemian will get dropped for a sack. Derek Tyndall came up from his cornerback position with the hit.
Watch the pressure that Wisconsin comes with right there. 41 on one edge and 25 coming off the other. Derek Tyndall again twisting at the last second. Nice design, nice pressure, create a loss for Northwestern.
So now the Wildcats playing behind the sticks on 2nd and 16 after the big hit by Tyndall. Pressure again off his back foot. He has Jones. Jones goes up and makes the grab.
Tony Jones, he's a big play guy for Northwestern. He's the most experienced receiver they have. Watch him, he gets off the break, there's no jam, and he's just running over the top of Derek Tyndall.
35-yard pickup. Jones returned to the lineup last week after missing 2 games. He had 3 catches, and that's what he does. He stretches the field. Jackson lowers the shoulder for a few extra yards. And you can see why they like this freshman and why they want to give him the ball a lot.
Well, he's been improving week to week as a pass blocker too, as a receiver, but the patience he's shown with that zone play inside is what's impressive to me.
2nd and 6. They go back to him. Turns upfield, gets near the 25. So it'll be another 3rd and short. Now on 3rd down, they stick to the ground game, and they will be short, it appears. Michael Trotter with the tackle. Joe Schobert in on the play as well. So Coach Fitzgerald looks like he's made up his mind to go for it.
He talked about being aggressive. I like the call. You're in the fringe area. Your offense has been rolling. It's to be a real confidence booster for your offense if you can convert.
That's the if part, right?
Yeah.
So the superback Vitale lines up as a fullback here.
That shows faith in your offensive line.
They go with Warren Long to dot the I. And Long has it. And he gets the first down. And look at the Northwestern bench react to that, saying we can be just as physical as the Badgers.
Yeah, just nothing fancy there. An old-fashioned power play. Going to pull the backside guard, lead it with the fullback Vitale. Both those guys at the point of attack, and downhill running by Warren Long. No time to dance in those short yardage situations. You got to hit that hole and run behind your pads.
10th play of the drive. Long stays in the backfield. 5 on the play clock. No, it's Long. He gets tripped up by Figaro. Let's take a look at the Big Ten standings. This is in the West. Northwestern already 1-0 with the win last week at Penn State. Ohio State picking up the win earlier today at Maryland. A big one tonight for Rutgers, hosting Michigan. Now Siemian. Knocked away by Joe Schobert.
Joe Schobert's been very active for Wisconsin on that side of the football. That's one of the things they talked about, and Northwestern was concerned about. Look, they play a lot of man-to-man coverage, which is a total shift from what they did last year. He goes, look, we're younger on the D-line, we're more athletic. We have to use more movement and tight coverage to try and make things happen on that side of the ball.
3rd and 8, though, here now for Northwestern. It's been an impressive drive so far. The screen to Long. Landish out there, and Long's going to be short. Set up about a 35-yard kick. Jack Mitchell's long so far this year is 28. Try, looks like he's going to try to go for it again. 4th and 4. Siemian with time. Has a man open. Schuler with the grab. First down, Northwestern at the 10.
A great throw from the far hash. You gotta love Coach Fitz. He's aggressive when you talk to him and how he coaches, and he says, look, we've been on him hard. And look, his team is responding right now. Huge deal, especially after 2 timeouts, 1 fake. Now they come out empty and go for it and convert.
Here's Jackson, has his seam, tripped up at the 7. Michael Caputo with the tackle. Gain of 4.
Gain of 5 on the play, 2nd down. Goal to go Northwestern on the Wisconsin 5-yard line.
And this is a Wisconsin defense that's replacing 7 starters from a year ago. Caputo, one of those guys playing a bigger role in a different role. Now 2nd and goal. Now they empty the backfield. Looking for Vitale. Touchdown, Northwestern.
You want to talk about ball placement and accuracy? Look at Siemian, hang in there, take the hit, and put that ball on a rope. Only one place that play was going to be made, and that was right in Vitale's hands.
So now Jack Mitchell on to kick. And that is perfect. So first they convert on 4th and 4, then Siemian stands tall in the pocket, delivers a strike to Vitale. The Wildcats lead by 10 at home against Wisconsin. Welcome back to ESPN College Football, presented by 5 Hour Energy. Trevor Siemian very sharp on that last drive, completing it with the touchdown pass to Vitale.
He's been accurate with the football. He's carrying out his fakes when he hands off the ball. A nice mix between run and pass so far in this first half.
Again, the big play, of course, the conversion on 4th and 4 to Schuler. Now Doe again from the end zone. Gets dropped short of the 25. A huge development here for Wisconsin. Joel Stavi on the field at quarterback, and you can hear the Wisconsin fans who made the trip react to that, and he gives it to Gordon. Igwe with the tackle there, but Stavi was the starter last year, lost the job to McAvoy, and then was just not ready to play football. His accuracy began to deteriorate. But this week, involved in team drills, they said he was more like himself, and he was the #2 quarterback, and now he's out there here with 30 seconds left in the half. And you wonder if this is a pull situation or just get your feet wet at the end of the half.
Well, obviously, they're getting tired of the slow starts offensively. At some point, they'd come back and nip you.
Gordon gets a seam, gets outside, brought down by Araguzzo. You just wonder if this is a one-series thing, let's run out the clock and get his feet wet, or if he will be the quarterback in the second half.
Well, we're all anxious to see that, because there's been talk about the ability that Stavi gives you in terms of the throwing game.
All right, so let's see if they let Stavi air it out with 11 seconds left. Looking to throw. Steps up, hit, dropped. Xavier Washington, the freshman out of Texas, gets there, and that's your exclamation point for the first half for the Northwestern Wildcats.
Xavier Washington, you're going to see him come off the edge, bull rush, and fall back inside to the quarterback with a little help from his buddy Colin Ellis. That's the way to put an exclamation point on the half, huh?
Let's send it down to Dawn Davenport.
Well, Coach, you told us offensively you had to sustain drives, you had to be good on 3rd down. How were you able to do that in that half?
Well, we're pitching and catching and getting just enough protection, and the guys are making plays. So, you know, they'll make their adjustments, so will we, and 30 more minutes to get what we want.
Defensively, what's the importance of you guys controlling the clock against this offense?
Well, it's two clashing styles, right? I mean, it's old school against this new hip. We ain't very cool, but we're trying to be up-tempo, and we just got 30 more minutes. We got to go execute and play better than we did in the first half.
Appreciate the time, Coach.
Go Cats.
Coach couldn't even deliver a hit. He had to catch himself, but right now, the Wildcats lead 10-0. Who will be the quarterback for Wisconsin? That'll be the question when we return for the second half. But now, the Dave and Buster's halftime report. Let's go to Adnan Burke in our studios. Moments away from the start of the second half of the Big Ten opener for Wisconsin, and the Badgers find themselves in a 10-0 hole, but a huge development here late in the first half. The Badgers and Coach Gary Anderson sent out Joel Stavi, the starter from last year. He took the last series, and now it appears that he will get the start here for the second half. As he is ready to play, the Badgers get the ball to start. Tanner McAvoy, who's been the starter all year, has the cap and the headset on, so I'm no detective, but Joel Stavi's going to start the second half. Why do you think they made the switch?
Well, the elephant in the room is the slow starts by Wisconsin offensively. Look, you can't be a complete football team without consistency at the quarterback position. Look, they can run the ball, they play well defensively. Without any form of passing attack, you're easy to defend, even if you're Wisconsin. And Northwestern's done just exactly that.
All right, another slow start for Tanner McAvoy, so Joel Stavi will get the start here to start the third quarter as they make the switch. So Gary Anderson told us he wanted to get Joel Stavi into the game. I don't know if this was exactly the ideal situation, but he made the decision, and now here Doe. Bounces off one tackle, gets across the 20, and then gets hit hard again. But again, Tanner McAvoy with a slow start, but you got to credit the Northwestern defense.
Well, they've done exactly what Coach Fitzgerald was talking about. They've kept the run game in check, and they made Wisconsin 1 of 5 on 3rd down. They've won 3rd down as well. They've been physical, they've attacked the quarterback, and like I said, they've been pursued to the football, getting hatched to the ball, and keeping that run game in check. And Lowry's been a guy that's been all over the place for Northwestern.
The first time all year that the Badgers have been shut out in the first half, so they make the switch. And they start with the I. And now screen out to Doe. Another safe pass, but he is dropped there by Harris. A 1-yard gain as we take a look at our first half stats.
So we talked about 1 of 5 on 3rd down. That's allowed them to keep the running game in check. Still 112 yards, 112 yards rushing for Wisconsin. But still, that was a quiet 118, right?
And there you see the time of possession, Northwestern winning that, which they mentioned was a key. Now, Wisconsin has scored on the opening drive of the second half in all 4 games. All 4 were 75 yards, so this one's going to have to be a little bit different if they are indeed going to go the distance. Now, here is Gordon with an alley. Gets by Henry, still inbounds. Van Hoos pushes him out, but there he is on cue. Another explosive run early in the second half for Melvin Gordon.
Again, it's a matter of time before Melvin Gordon breaks an explosive play for them offensively. And again, watch, they're going to pull the guard. They get 2 blockers, 3 blockers at the point of attack. It's like a power boss. They have someone for the support, and that puts Gordon one-on-one with the free safety, Travion Henry, and he's going to win that battle most of the time for chunk yardage.
61 yards. His 12th run of 50 yards or more in his career. Stavi to throw with time. Now the pocket collapses. Has Clement the safety valve and gets it to him. Here he is in the open field, just tripped up. Colin Ellis saved a touchdown, 15-yard pickup. Clement making something happen.
Now this is important for Stavi. He gets confidence back too. Nothing was open downfield. He didn't panic, knew where his check down was, and Clement was there to make the catch.
Van Hoos in on the play as well, but that is the key word right now with the quarterback for Wisconsin, confidence. Melvin Gordon back on the field. 2nd and 5. Here's Gordon. Has a crease. Drop short of the first down. Igwe Buke again. So now 3rd and 3. Mike Henkwitz, the defensive coordinator for Northwestern. All eyes on 25, I would imagine.
Be interesting to see how much confidence they have in Stavi. A little play action pass.
High formation. Ramish the fullback. Here's Gordon up the middle. Flag on the play. Down. So they kept the play, so it'll be 4th and short.
They had stopped Gordon on the play.
From the 5. Gordon, 1st down Wisconsin. 3-yard pickup.
That is just mano a mano right there. The O-line versus the D-line. Look at the surge. Double team at the point of attack. Lead fullback, and Gordon, again, straight down line. No wasted motion. Good, tough run.
So now 1st and goal from the 2. Gordon again, hit behind the line of scrimmage, keeps his feet, finds the end zone. Death, taxes, and a Badgers touchdown to start the second half.
That is amazing. How this team's able to transition and turn on the juice in the second half is incredible. And it starts with Melvin Gordon, their running back, leading the charge.
Gaglianone on for the extra point. And it wasn't 75 yards, but it was a touchdown drive to start the second half for Wisconsin. And once again, the engine was Melvin Gordon. 61 yards, set him up, and then he finished it off. Melvin Gordon puts Wisconsin on the board. The Badgers within 3 on the road. Joel Stavi onto the field. The Badgers onto the scoreboard as Melvin Gordon Does most of the damage on that drive, and he's a quiet 182 no more. David Diaz-Infante made some noise on that drive.
Yeah, certainly did, and like he has all season long. But it's incredible to me how one guy's been able to change and will his team to getting something done offensively. You know, it's amazing to me. It says a lot to his character, his work ethic.
Now Endicott with the kickoff. Schuler from the 5. Makes a move, gets across the 20. Ready again. Justin Jackson in the backfield. And he gets the carry. Up the middle. Bounces off a tackler. Gets the first down. Gets out to the 39-yard line. A gain of 18. Nice footwork by the rookie.
Yeah, Jackson's been close to breaking a run all afternoon long, and you'll see him. Good patience, running downhill, maintains his balance, and breaks a couple tackles.
Bunch set to the left here on 1st and 10. Empty backfield for Siemian. The Prater on the crossing route. Gets a first down into Wisconsin territory. 14-yard pickup as Kyle Prater continues to emerge as a target for Siemian.
Good protection by that offensive line at Northwestern, giving Siemian time to throw the football.
And the Badger 47. Here comes pressure. Siemian cannot get away. Vince Beagle with the sack. Loss of 3.
You'll see Vince Beagle come up, play inside of the offensive lineman. He doesn't quit on the play. Falls off the block and makes the tackle for a loss.
Brings up a 2nd and 13. Give it to Jackson. He is met by a trio. Derek Landish leading the way. No gain. Caputo in the play as well. Zagzewski back out on the field. So now 3rd and long for Siemian and the Wildcats.
There's Landis. He's fired up trying to get that defense going. Wants to get the ball back to his offense.
As his coach said yesterday, Dave Aranda, he is a no-nonsense guy. Northwestern 4 of 10 on 3rd downs in the first half.
Number 30 coming on pressure.
Picked up for now, delivered, low and incomplete. Leo Musso with the coverage. He was looking for Austin Carr, so Northwestern will have to punt.
And Siemian just missed that one. Had his receiver. The ball was just low.
So Gradone on to punt. Doe at the 10. Drive. Doe's going to look for a return. Looking to get to the wall. Flag on the play. This one's coming back. Nice tackle by Colin Ellis. Good look inside the Northwestern Library, the 11th largest library at a private university. And right now, the book on the Wisconsin offenses, the Badgers are much better in the second half than the first half. And they have the ball back here, down 3 on the road against Northwestern.
And if you want to change the momentum in the football game, give it to number 25, right?
Eventually, he's going to break one. Now he sets up shop in his own end zone. They go right back to him, and he gets tripped up. A short game. Coach Fitzgerald was about 11 years old when the '85 Bears won the Super Bowl. And he said, that's my memory of Walter Payton gliding, and the first guy never being able to take him down, and that's what he sees in Melvin Gordon. And the second guy there, though, drops him. Henry gets a little revenge after the long run.
That's right, because Henry taking a bad angle on that long run. But there he is, and I think he remembers it. Nice tackle, wrap your arms, bring your feet. You see number 10, watch him come in. Those safeties in this Northwestern defense, when they play quarters, those safeties have to be involved in the run game.
From their own 11. Here comes pressure. Odenigbo, and it's picked off by Jimmy Hall. But it was Odenigbo with the pressure.
Odenigbo gets the pressure, gets the tip, the ball is in the air. He does a nice job of attacking the pocket and collapsing the pocket against Wisconsin's top offensive lineman, Havenstein. And you'll see him press the pocket, get his arm up, and deflect that football.
I tell you, Odenigbo really came to life a couple of games ago against Western Illinois when he forced 3 fumbles. He was in the backfield all day long last week harassing Christian Hackenberg, and now he just made a huge play in the second half, and Jimmy Hall was there to pick it off.
And just a sophomore and showing up.
So the pressure forced an interception from McAvoy when the Badgers were going in. Now a huge opportunity for Northwestern inside the Wisconsin red zone. They run a reverse. Siemian makes a block. This is Schuler. Touchdown Wildcats. 16 yards.
Capturing momentum after a big turnover. Watch Siemian come out and make that block that allows Schuler the room to go in and score on the end around.
Slowed up Schobert just enough. The Wildcats take advantage. A huge momentum swing. So the transfer from Rutgers delivering in a big way. On the reverse, the quarterback throws the block. The Wildcats have regained momentum. Welcome back to ESPN College Football, presented by 5 Hour Energy. Northwestern has converted 2 Wisconsin turnovers into 10 points. How are they able to execute that reverse, David?
Well, trying to take advantage of an aggressive Wisconsin defense. Jackson's going to take the handoff. He's going to flip it on the reverse to Schuler, but Watts a block by his quarterback, Siemian. 2 big linemen out front, and another wide receiver blocking to make sure he gets in the end zone. Momentum back in the favor of Northwestern.
Such a difference being around this Northwestern team after that 0-2 start with losses at home to Cal and Northern Illinois. And this will be a touchback, so Wisconsin will start on the 25. So the sun is out over Ryan Field all of a sudden here. And Stavi and the Badgers down by 10 once again. Play fake. To the fullback Ramish. Gets away from the first tackler. Out to the 33 for a gain of 8.
Those are kind of the things they need to be able to do in their offense, is be able to throw the ball, play action on first down, with the idea that, hey, we're going to complete some passes. And I think that's what Stavi gives them in terms of accuracy and maybe consistency in their play action game.
Second and 1. Play fake with time. Looking deep, looking for Erickson. Good job by Erickson. Almost turned into a defensive back because it looked like Van Hoos had a bead on the interception.
And you'll see it. They're taking a shot over the top, but a great job by Northwestern defending the play. Van Hoos, they had a chance. Ball was slightly underthrown.
He is playing with so much more confidence since the opener when Cal really went at him. But now 3rd and 1. Wisconsin. 3 on the play clock. Here comes pressure. Looking for Erickson, and he makes the grab. First down, Wisconsin. Van Hoos went for the ball, and Erickson made the grab. 13-yard pickup, a huge play for Stavi in Wisconsin.
Yeah, and this is great for Stavi. Watch, you're going to see him drop back. He's going to slide up in the pocket, work it a little bit, throw the ball low and away. That's the only place he could have made that throw right there. To his wide receiver, Alex Erickson. Big conversion.
The former walk-on makes a drive-saving grab there. See if that gets Stavi in a rhythm. Now Gordon back on the field. Now Gordon to the left, strings it outside, but finds two Wildcats there, and Xavier Washington knows how to lay a lick. He gets there.
I tell you, if you're an official out there, you got to be careful as well, too. There's some guys moving fast. Hopefully he's all right. You'll see Melvin Gordon, again, trying to bounce it to the outside. Look at the purple jerseys extending that play.
Henry slowed him up just in time so Washington could get there and finish it off.
They've got Wisconsin behind the sticks a little bit here. We'll see if they decide to pressure.
Steve Matarante able to bounce back up and get out there. So now Gordon over 200 yards. And this is Clement. And he gets dropped by Henry, but a strong run up the middle. Henry's playing angry here in the second half. He's getting there.
He's fired up, you know, because he knows the hat's on him. Look, Wisconsin is so good at getting a hat on a hat that their running backs get to the second level, third level to those safeties quicker than anybody. And in Northwestern's defense, those safeties are up there in that quarters, and they're supposed to make those plays. And there's going to be opportunities. And he knows the challenge before him.
This is where Mike Henkwitz said, you have to make sure it's a pass on play action. We have to be disciplined.
Great point. Great point.
Gordon on the sideline here for 3rd and 5. Off the edge, picked up for now. Now he's out of the pocket. Stavi knocked away, incomplete. Van Hoos in coverage again.
And you'll see Stavi too break the pocket, looking out, trying to extend this play. He puts the ball right there again. But once again, Northwestern is there to make a play on the ball. Nick Van Hughes.
So now a 50-yard field goal attempt for Rafael Gaglianone. Out of Brazil, moved to Tennessee. They said he was 11 of 12 on grass this week from up to 53 yards in competitive situations. That is no good, not close. So Northwestern holds.
We'll see. The operation was clean. He just didn't hit that very well. That ball went dead right off his foot. Look at Coach Fitzgerald. He's feeling it right now. He said his team was highly motivated.
After the 0-2 start, his first quotes were saying that was an embarrassment to anyone who's worn the purple and the white. He backed off that and said, hey, the boat's not on fire. We have a lot of football left. And the message, though, got through to his players. They've been a completely different team since the 0-2 start. Now here's Jackson to the right. Has a crease, bounces it outside, gets the first down, and even a few more yards after that.
And, you know, he talked about during the bye week, hey, we went back to fundamentals. We started hitting. It was like training camp. We had to become more physical, and it's showing up on the field right here. It did last week at Penn State in that upset on the road, and it's showing up right here. And just the question is, can you keep it up for 4 quarters?
The really interesting thing was after the Northern Illinois loss, the players went to him and said, Coach, you got to be harder on us. We got to pick this up. Now they swing it out to McHugh, but he can't make the grab as it was just off target. Those are some good grass stains for you there, David, you were looking for.
Only bad thing is that you shouldn't have that. You don't want that on the back of your quarterback.
Now Siemian, here comes pressure, gets it off. Now he finds McHugh for a first down in Wisconsin territory. Sojourn Shelton with the tackle. 15-yard pickup.
And you'll see that throw accurate. Siemian hanging in the pocket, working it, and throwing a dart to the outside shoulder of his receiver, McHugh.
Now they empty the backfield for now. Jackson part of that bunch. Now he's in motion. He has it to the right. Still going. Forced out of bounds, but just short of the first down. Michael Trotter Pushes him out of bounds after a 9-yard pickup, and he is running with some confidence right now.
Hats off to the offensive line, but watch how the wide receivers are being physical on the perimeter. Getting a hat-on-hat inside, a block right there. Again in the slot, then outside, the receiver getting another big block on Hillary.
So then Jackson gets the first down with a 3-yard pickup as he adds to his total. Career day for the freshman out of Carroll Stream, Illinois. And he has a running mate, Solomon Vault, who has shown some potential as well, but unable to go today. Now Green in the backfield. He has it to the left, cuts upfield. Down to the Wisconsin 20. 5-yard pickup for the senior out of Texas.
Justin Jackson, he is carrying the load for Northwestern right now.
Getting a breather now. 2nd and 4. Now Siemian swings it out, dangerous throw, but Prater makes the grab. Nice cut. Prater, first down, face mask. Flag is thrown.
Personal foul, face mask, defense. Number 95, half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
You'll see Prater go down and make this catch. Now look, this guy's 6'5", 220 something. Making guys miss, getting back to the edge. Then you see the face mask right there.
Arthur Goldberg with the penalty. Prater started his career at USC. Decided to return closer to home and play at Northwestern. Been injured for most of his Wildcat career, but now making an impact in the passing game. 1st and goal from the 8. Back to Jackson. And he was met by a swarm of Badgers. And that should do it for the 3rd quarter. And there's a look at Coach Fitzgerald. He is ready to run down to the other end with his players and get this 4th quarter going. Northwestern with a 10-point lead and knocking on the door at home against the 17th ranked team in the country. Want to play for that guy, David?
I would.
No doubt.
I would. Let me tell you something.
The Wildcats, 15 minutes of football away from improving to 2-0 in Big Ten play. They are threatening when we return to Evanston. The students are fired up here. It's a great opportunity for the Wildcats to start the 4th quarter. 2nd and goal from the 5. There's Jackson, not much doing. So that'll bring up 3rd and goal, and an interesting play call here for Mick McCall and the Wildcats. David, would you throw it? What would you look for here?
Well, I think again too, Vitale's a guy that you look for on some kind of play action. I thought maybe they'd do it there on that down. I like it much better on 2nd down than 3rd down. You know, they might want to open it up, which they will.
Yeah, they empty the backfield. Kyle Prater, top of your screen at 6'5", always a threat in the red zone. Schuler in the slot. Siemian with time for now. Steps up, delivers high. Prater collided, looked like with his own man. And now he's able to get up.
You'll see Kyle Prater go up. And it took his eyes off. That ball's a little bit too high, even for Prater at 6'5".
So a collision there between Figaro, Vitale, and Prater. So now Jack Mitchell on 22-yard attempt. Let's see if he's able to get the kickoff without some timeouts or fakes. Let's see. Good hold, and the kick is up and good. So the Wildcats tack on 3 points after Wisconsin missed the 50-yard field goal. So now it's a 2-touchdown lead as we check in with Dawn Davenport down on the field.
Guys, Melvin Gordon doing anything he can over here on the sideline to get his team up. This sideline is quiet here over Wisconsin. Gathered his offense together. He said, guys, come on, let's go. This is the fourth quarter. It's not over until it's over. Get those heads up immediately. Now, Melvin Gordon, not exactly a vocal guy, of course. Last week, he delivered a speech at halftime, but that's usually not his style. He's usually more of a lead by example kind of guy. So obviously he feels like, again, he's in a position where he needs to step up and be vocal. He was over here.
All right, Dawn, 14-14 left to play. Melvin Gordon obviously can still be a factor in the run game. Doe lets it bounce, picks it up at the 6. Hit at the 20 and dropped right there. So that is where the Badgers will take over. But now obviously, David, the running game is still a factor here for Wisconsin, but does the double-digit lead change at all how Northwestern defends it?
I think, you know, still 14 minutes left in the fourth quarter. I mean, they're only down 13 points, so.
And with Gordon's ability to break one, it's always a factor. Again, if you're just joining us, Wisconsin has made a switch at the quarterback position. Tanner McAvoy's been the starter all season, but late in the first half, Coach Anderson sent in Joel Stavy, who was the starter last year. Was back at practice this week and looking like his old self. They wanted to get him in. I just don't think, David, this was the plan to have him take over completely.
Yeah, I don't think it was. And I think they were hoping they're going to get off to a faster start. But the same thing that's plagued them their 4 earlier games, slow starts, inconsistency in the passing game, came back to haunt them.
And bad field position. Now here he is, Gordon again. Henry takes a better angle and pushes him out of bounds. But he is always a threat to go the distance.
And this is just outside zone to the right-hand side. You'll see Melvin Gordon. He's going to dip in and then dip out. And watch his acceleration through the hole. He gets up to the sideline, and this time, Henry takes a better angle.
31-yard pickup. You know, hearing Dawn tell the story about Melvin firing up his teammates kind of reminded me of the story I read in ESPN, the magazine, when he would call guys at 2:30 in the morning and say, hey, what are you doing? I'm going to go get better. You want to come with me? Doing drills. And a very focused and motivated young student athlete. All right, a lot of points being put up in that one. Not so much by Wisconsin here today, but Arneson goes up and makes the grab at the 20. Igwe Buke with another tackle, but a 24-yard pickup, and Arneson pays the price.
You see Joel Stavy again, sit in the pocket. He's going to deliver a strike. Nice touch on the ball, over the underneath defender and in front of the safety.
And now, obviously, the Badgers have to go quickly. Gordon still in the backfield, under 4.5 to play, 1 timeout left. Here comes pressure, Stavy for Doe, touchdown, Badgers. Just like that. Doe wanted the ball, and he delivers there. Gaglianone's kick is good.
To me, this is a throw from a quarterback that's played some snaps before. The defender's going to have his back to the quarterback. He's going to throw it away and to his receiver, and Doe makes a great play on the ball. I love it. And that's a confidence builder for him. You know what I mean?
4:16 left, 1 timeout. Badgers can kick it away here, right? Obviously, plenty of time.
They can kick it away. Their defense has come up with a couple stops, so you got to have faith in them. Remember, this is a top-ranked defense in the Big Ten.
Should we see if we can go get those Wisconsin fans back in the stadium?
Right. May have left a little too early.
They may have left a little too early. Looks like he's sending out his hands team, though. Henry, Harris, Van Hoos, Jackson. So they're going to play for the onside kick.
I don't know if there's been more excitement around special teams than I've seen in a little while. Field goals, punts. Are they faking? Are they not? Timeouts used.
I mean, no one deep for Northwestern. Now they back up. Now they send Schuler back and Van Hoos. Endicott, so they're going to set up, show on sides, but then they kick it away. So now Schuler at the 25, dancing. And then he falls forward. So out of the gun. So those SEC West standings. Alabama with the lead at Ole Miss. Now here's Jackson. Lowering the shoulder, but the Badgers. Derek Landis saying, settle down, young man. I'm going to bring you down. The senior out of Wisconsin, the no-nonsense middle linebacker.
Well, Justin Jackson saying, hey, that was +5 on first down. I'll take that.
Yep.
I'll take the beating.
He stays out there. They empty the backfield here. Now the tempo obviously slows down a bit for the Wildcats. Back to Jackson running left. Gets across the 40. Now Wisconsin takes its final timeout after Joe Schobert makes the tackle. So the clock stops with 3:29 left.
3rd and 3. You've got your whole playbook open to you if you're offensive coordinator. The run game, the screen game, the bubble.
All right, so pick a play. You got the whole book, you told me. Open the Big Ten play.
Yeah,
huh? Second Big Ten game, 30 rushes. They're going to line up in the eye, which of course doesn't take the pass out of it with Vitale as the fullback. Play fake to the superback who makes the grab. First down, Northwestern. That's your guy.
Yeah, I love it. Again, critical 3rd down. He needs some money back right there. Play action, hard play action. And a great touch throw by Siemian, and then even a better catch by the superback. I mean, great job of securing that football, making a great catch for the first down.
Last week he had 7 catches for 113 yards, but makes a big play there. And now under 3 to play, Wisconsin out of timeouts.
Watch it come out, 22 personnel, 2 tight ends, a fullback, hard play action. Look him just sneak out to the flat. Great job of focusing on the football.
You know, that was the flip side. It was the Northwestern defensive coaches who told us you have to make sure it's play action. You have to know. And Joe Schobert there looked like he was anticipating run, and he gave Vitale just the step that he needed to get open.
Yeah, formation showed it. The offensive line did a good job of their pad level up front. And they've had success running the football.
And Jackson cuts upfield to stay in bounds. Gains 2. Hillary with the tackle. Third and 7. Northwestern with 2 timeouts left if they want to burn. Let the play clock run all the way down and then take one before the 3rd down.
Hey, even these new school up-tempo teams know how to milk the clock a little.
Jackson up the middle. He's short. So you got 34 seconds left on the play clock. So now you're going to kick it, about 40 seconds left. Hope to down it inside the 20, and Wisconsin will get the ball back without any timeouts left. So now Gradone on. Joe goes back to the 10. So right now only 9 on the line of scrimmage for the Badgers. Good snap. And they kick it away. And it just creeps into the end zone. Almost perfect, but the Badgers, with 33 seconds left, no timeouts, need to go 80 yards.
Welcome back, Joel Stobbe, huh?
There you go. You got the hook and ladder in the playbook.
You got the rugby play, the hook and ladder. You got to work the sidelines. Got time for a few plays.
Trips to your right, Reggie Love, bottom of your screen. Knocked away by Jimmy Hall. Doe wants a flag. Good coverage from the senior out of Toledo, Ohio.
Yeah, that's a linebacker out there. Great job of playing the football.
Stavi steps up, flag thrown. Igwe again. Are you kidding me? What a play. Again, there is a flag in the vicinity that normally leads to holding offense. Let's see. No flag on the coverage by Igwe.
Personal foul, chop block, offense, number 25. Penalties decline. First down, Northwestern.
That'll do it.
Set and match. Igwe again coming up big. Playing the football, one-handed interception. The redshirt freshman, he's on fire. 3 picks today.
Last week they said, is Colin Ellis going to get his job back after the way Anthony Walker played? I am joking, of course, but is Ibrahim Campbell going to get back on the field? What an effort by Godwin Igwe in this entire Northwestern defense. Wisconsin kept under 20 points for the first time in 17 games. And the Wildcats will improve to 2-0 in Big Ten play. Who around here saw this coming after the 0-2 start? And remember, that man said, hey, the boat's not on fire.
But they went back to basics. They went back to training camp mode. Question his team's maturity, and they've answered. They've responded.
A complete team effort for Pat Fitzgerald's club, and they knock off Wisconsin 20-14. And they came up with some clutch plays on offense to keep the ball away from Wisconsin late.
Yeah, they certainly did. And defensively, they did exactly what Coach talked about.
And the students now storm the field, and you wonder if there's a quarterback controversy in Madison now after they make the switch to Joel Stavi late in the first half here in Evanston.
Well, they've opened up Pandora's box, really. But I think deep down they knew that if they were going to go where they wanted to, they had to find some consistency in the passing game. I don't care who you are. If you're talking Big Ten championships, you're talking college football playoff, you've got to have a quarterback. You've got to be a complete team.
So we will see who gets the start next week at home against Illinois. Let's go down to the field and check in with Dawn.
Coach Fitz, first win over a ranked team here since 2010, and you're 2-0 in the Big Ten. What does this one mean?
Well, we're improving, and I'm really proud of our young men. They've had a battle. We didn't start the way we wanted this season, but we talked about Big Ten play. The season starts over. And your resume is what you put on tape, and the credit goes to our young men, and obviously a terrific job by our staff. And we lost some momentum there in the second half, but our guys responded, and great job by our defense.
You told us yesterday your team had to be more physical and mature. Did they?
Well, we won, so I think we took a step in the right direction, but we got a lot of work to do. Very thankful for our young men. Great to get our first win with all of our students here, too, which was nice.
You talked about some of your young kids, Justin Jackson. Talk about what he was able to do today.
Great plan by Adam Cushing, our O-line coach, and Mick McCall. Unbelievable job by our O-line, and Justin hit the seams, squeezed it up great against a really tough run defense, and we'll enjoy it tonight, and then we'll get ready to go try to find a way to do it next week.
Coach, congrats.
Thanks, go Cats.
For David Diaz, Infante, and Dawn Davenport, and our entire crew, we say thanks for watching. Now let's head back to Adnan and Robert in the studio for the College Football Scoreboard Show.